Alright everybody, so welcome to our brand new episode, and today we are actually launching our first ever episode of our podcast.
Yes.
And I'm very excited for you guys because I am actually joined with Josh Plaza, one of the rising gurus on the internet today when it comes to video editing. And of course, if you don't know me yet, my name is Chris Tew, and I run a social media marketing agency here in the Philippines. And as well, I'm teaching people how you can make money online using only your laptop and your internet. And we are very excited because in this podcast, we're gonna share to you guys our experiences, our goals, and of course, we want you to learn from us. Hindi pa naman kami ganun kasikat. So, me and Josh, we're gonna share together. And parang mag-uusap lang kami, magchichika-chika lang. And of course, we want to learn from one another. Go ahead, Josh.
Hindi pa tayo sikat, pero nagpapasikat pa na tayo.
Oo nga guys.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Josh. I just want to tell you guys na I'm a video editor for almost 4 years now, and I run a service where yung ginagawa ko is naghahanap ako ng clients na kung sino naghahanap ng service providers like video editing. Yun yung binibigay namin na service. So right now, ang ginagawa natin is nagbibigay tayo ng mga value dito sa videos natin. I do content creation, I do video editing sa mga clients natin, and yun yung parang pinopromote natin sa space natin. So I am excited to know more about about Chris na kasama ko right now on doing this podcast, and basically I just want to set an expectation na this will be our first time, so kinakabahan pa rin kami. But literally going on the line, mag-improve naman along the way. But at least we try to start this podcast now.
Definitely, definitely. So you guys, if you're watching this video right now, we want to give you all the gratitude and thank you very much for being here, right? So Josh, let's first start by sharing siguro your experience. Ikaw muna siguro, sharing on the audience that we have right now. Kung sino ba si Josh, and then what was your background before you got into video editing, and why did you get into video editing, Josh?
Alright, so ito yung nangyari sa life ko on how I entered video editing. Nung first, I was a photographer, I was a videographer at the same time. And dung time na yun is wala talaga akong alam talaga on the space. But nung time na yun is yung skill ko lang na alam is I do photography and videography. So hindi siya aligned talaga sa what currently na I'm doing right now. But on that certain situation, nung nangyari na yun is that hindi pa talaga ako ganun ka well-known on that field. Parang inaaral ko pa talaga siya kasi hindi ako techie, hindi ako marunong gumamit ng mga devices. But bakit ko siya pinasok? Because of my family. I just wanted to help them, like financially, ganun. But on that situation, hindi talaga nakayanan kasi yung mga times na yun na COVID talaga nung time na yun is that...
2020?
Yeah, COVID
so you started video editing during 2020?
Yeah,
Amazing,
pinasok ko talaga
amazing.
siya because kaya nga nalaman ko na pwede palang kumita on video editing. So yung ginawa ko, part-time...
Pero wait lang, Josh. Oh, sorry to interrupt. Sabi mo, pwede palang kumita sa video editing. Before that, may skills ka ba when it comes to video editing?
Wala
So
talaga.
you learned video editing during pandemic?
Yeah.
On the spot?
Yeah, kasi wala akong ginagawa eh. So basically, yung ginawa ko, nag-learn na lang ako bagong skill.
Amazing, amazing.
But the fun fact is that wala akong laptop or wala
So
akong
paano mo siya
device.
ginawa?
Actually, ito yung story. Yun nga, ang ginawa ko is naghanap ako ng mga taong pwedeng tumulong sa akin. Like may naghanap ng photographer and videographer. So nag-apply ako. So wala talagang gamit nung time na yun because yun nga, wala tayong pambili. So nag-apply ako doon as a photographer and videographer. Then yung ginawa ko is that shoot lang ako ng shoot. Video lang ako video. Pero yung masaklap doon is yung nakukuha ko lang na compensation on that is only 500 pesos per event.
Grabe.
So imagine mo guys na in a day, example, a birthday. So
bali, kumbaga, merong event, like the whole event, you'd edit the whole thing.
Yeah.
And you get 500 per day.
Yeah.
So that was your starting.
Yeah, that was my starting point na parang, yun nga, na-appreciate ko yung time na yun na for that, sabihin natin, na yung event is 5 p.m. nag-start, tapos hanggang 9 p.m. So I do the videos, I do the photos, and I edit them. But yun nga, hindi siya undercompensated ako nung time yun kasi 500 pesos lang yung bigay sa akin. So, noong that time na yun, parang na-burn out din ako. Parang nahirapan din ako kasi parang hindi ako nakatulong sa family ko when it comes to finances, kasi magkano naman yung fiber nung time na yun. But,
Yeah.
I still appreciate na ganun yung nakuha kong pera because of that skill na meron ako right now. So, pagkatapos nun, na-burnout ako, nagkaroon ako ng parang setbacks kung ito ba yung dapat para sa akin. Kasi hindi, ginawa ko lang naman talaga siya kasi on a certain point na wala talaga kaming source of income on that point. So, yung ginawa ko is that pumasok ako ng online. May tumulong sa akin dun sa time na yon na pumasok ako ng online. So, pwede daw kumita on video editing online.
So what do you mean? You went from editing videos on like mga physical events to online na mga editing?
Na transition.
How does it look like? Can you share more about it?
Nung time na yon kasi is that parang nangyari, na-burnout ako sa space nung sa work ko kasi imagine mo 500 pesos lang. So nag-resign ako doon. Nag-resign ako but yung pera ko lang na natira ko na pera is only 10,000 pesos.
Out from all the events.
Out from all the events. So yung 10,000 pesos na yun, meron akong dalawang options gawin. It's either na mag-give up na lang ako, wala lang ako gawin, maging tambay na lang, or I would invest that money on something that would make me money pa.
Yes.
So
I like
yung
that.
ginawa ko, nangutang ako ng laptop. Nangutang ako ng laptop.
Wait lang, kanino ka nag-approach? If you may share. Like, pangungutangan ng laptop. Your relative or friend?
Para siyang friend ng mother ko. Kasi nung time na
So,
yun,
nagsik ka ng help?
nagsik ako ng help kasi hindi lahat nabibigyan ng opportunity na para mangutang. Kasi isa din yun eh. Parang, baka sino ka ba para pautangin?
Definitely.
So, ang ginawa ko, sabi ko, sabihin mo na, mangutang tayo ng laptop, but that laptop costs 30,000 pesos. So, imagine mo, 10,000 ng pera ko, so kailangan ko mangutang.
So, there's a difference of 20,000?
Oo, so there's a difference na 20,000. So, yung time na yun, pinayagan ako na mangutang ng laptop. Nung laptop ko ng last time na yun is only Acer. So, medyo hindi siya ganoon ka high-end na specs. But okay, good stuff pa rin naman siya if mag-edit ka. Pero somehow maglalag naman siya. So, either way, kinuha ko yung opportunity na yun. Ginrab ko, kinuha ko yung laptop. Then, nag-start ako na maghanap ng clients.
Online?
Yes.
So, yun na yun yung starting point?
Yes, yun yung starting point ko. Kasi parang naging driven ako to do the video editing na i-pursue talaga siya. Because yun nga, kasi nangungutang ako, kailangan...
Okay, I get it. So, sabi mo, merong nagsabi sa'yo na you can learn video editing and then make money out from it online instead of doing physical events.
Yes.
Now, the challenge is, practically, Josh, yung challenge dito is, syempre, first time ka sa online. Paano mo siya na-learn all throughout? Especially sa mga beginners ngayon na nakikinig sila na parang, okay, gusto ko mag-edit ng videos pero I don't know where to start.
Okay.
Ano yung pwedeng gawin nila?
Actually, guys, I just want to tell you, I just want to set expectation for you guys na sobrang hirap talaga yung ginawa ko. Sobrang na-burnout ako. Like, hindi ko alam kung paano ako magsisimula. Nagta-trial and error ako. Like, starting point talaga.
Which is normal for starting point.
Yes, which is normal because wala akong connection, wala akong network, wala talagang resources on that time na pwede ko maximize. But, yung sarili ko na lang to discover on how to do the things na kailangan. So, yung ginawa ko, nag-join ako sa mga Facebook groups, nag-search ako online, nanood ako ng sandabakmak na YouTube videos to know how to earn money online.
Grabe.
So, that time, parang yung finocus ko lang talaga is to make sure na pag binili ko yung laptop na yun is magkakaroon siya ng outcome na magkakapera ko doon.
ROI, kumbaga.
ROI, kumbaga.
Return of investment.
Tsaka, may utang pa din ako na 20,000. So, kailangan ko din bayaran. Yun eh. So, yun nga. Nag-join ako sa mga Facebook groups para maghanap ng clients. Nanood ako ng sandabakmak na YouTube videos on editing contents and also the technical part. So, basically guys, wala talaga akong idea nung time na yun. But what makes me passionate about doing it because of my family. Yun lang naman talaga yung reason natin. Yun yung deepest why I entered video editing. And also, parang din kasi na fulfilling dun sa part na yun because if you get to see the result of the video that you created, parang napakaganda if nakakita na at na-appreciate ng mga clients ko na yun yung ginawa kong content. Saka it's an art eh. It's an art if you get to craft your video or your content. So yun nangyari, parang bumili ako, nag-search ako ng mga how-tos and mga videos like you guys, like right now, sa nanonood right now na nag-consume ng contents namin. Ganoon din ako dati, nag-consume ako ng mga contents so that mabigyan ako ng so much value and also ma-share din yung mga experience ng other people na if ever I get to face the reality on doing it, at least meron akong idea.
Yes.
So yun yung parang naging experience ko on doing video editing.
Okay, got it. Now, meron pa akong tanong, Josh. I want to know more kasi sabi mo, you ask for help, no? You sought help from the friend of your mother. Kumusta naman yung family mo? Knowing na during pandemic, hirap na hirap, and then of course you were trying to do video editing physical, tapos nalaman nila you wanted to utang laptop for you to get into online. Did they say yes kaagad? Kumusta yung support ng family mo?
Actually, yes. Nagsabi niya, sige, mangutang tayo. But that certain moment changed my life talaga. Like, if ever na I get to choose na hindi na lang kami mangutang o wala akong ginawang hindi ko take action, wala talagang mayayari. Hindi ako mapupunta where I'm right now.
Kasi of course, hindi naman natin gusto na mabauntay sa utang na walang ginagawa, di ba? Of course.
So, doon ako naging eager na gawin talaga siya because of that situation.
Yeah.
So, imagine you guys doing it na schooling pa ako.
College
Kasi,
ka?
college ako. College ako noon kasi COVID. Ibig sabihin,
ano yung course mo, Josh?
computer engineering.
Computer engineering.
So, COVID nung time na yun, merong 2 years na walang pasok. So, minmaximize ko lang yung time na yun na i-learn yung online. So, yun, doon ako nag-practice, nag-hone ng skill ko. Tapos, yun nga, parang kailangan ko siyang pagtrabahuin talaga na matapos yung utang ko doon sa laptop na yun. And successfully naman, grateful na luckily na natapos ko din naman siya. Nabayaran ko naman yung utang na yun. And finally, owned that laptop na sa akin na lang talaga siya.
Yes.
Kasi yun nga, parang nakakatakot din na mangutang eh. Tsaka ayaw ko din na sabihin ako na hindi ko binayaran ng utang na yun. So yeah, sobrang happy ako nung time na yun na and also fun fact na parang nung time na yun is that ako yung nagpaaral sa sarili ko.
Talaga?
Yes, sa college.
So paano nangyari?
Naghanap ako ng other clients na would parang support me on my school needs. Tsaka online din naman yun eh. So I get to travel to my client, pumunta sa kanyang space, tapos
nag-shoot ka ng video, nag-edit ka.
Nag-edit ako, tapos while doing it, I get to attend online classes. So, parang naging multitasking ako doon time na yun. So, yun yung parang transition ko on paano ako napunta sa video editing because I take action and yun nga, nag-take risk ako nung time na yun kasi walang-wala talaga eh. So, I am happy na I get to experience the hardship na ganun siya nangyari. But right now, I am appreciating ano yung na-achieve ko right now. So, ayun. Yun lang yung...
Nice. Yes.
Ayan.
So far, Josh, ano naman yung mga achievements mo so far since you started video editing until up to now? Kasi syempre, our viewers would also want to take inspiration from you, from us. Can you also share to us kung ano yung mga yun?
Ayun nga, yung parang sinasabi ko sa mga students ko na it's okay na magkamali. It's okay to make mistakes because it's part of your journey as a freelancer. And right now, because yung mga tao kasi is gusto nila agad maging successful.
Yes.
Which is okay naman. I don't have problems with that. But the point is, if you get to undergo the journey, ma-experience mo lahat ng mga struggles mo on doing the business, it's normal. Okay? It's normal. And yung ginagawa natin is that if you get to think of it as a problem, maging problem na lang talaga siya.
Yes.
But if you think of that solution na pwede mong bigyan ng solution yung problem sa yun. Because I see it lang as a challenge eh. I see it as a challenge kung paano ko ma-overcome yung ganung situation.
Definitely.
It is how you see it. Okay guys, so yun nga, yung parang, yun yung naisip ko on that certain moment na if ever na malugmok lang kami sa problem or sa situation na yun, maghihirap talaga kami. Or ang ending nun is wala kami makain, wala kami pambayad ng bills. So, yun yung parang nakikita ko na mahihirapan talaga kami on that end. But because I take action and I get to do it talaga, na nag-implement talaga ako ng lahat ng mga natutunan ko. Kasi yun nga, lahat kasi marami na kasi ngayong mga resources available online.
Yes.
It's just that you just have to maximize everything na meron ka.
Definitely.
And also na maging grateful ka rin sa lahat ng mga tumulong sa'yo. Yun din yung parang naging system ko on myself na kung anong, I have that attitude of gratitude. Yun siya. So, ayun, parang on that certain moment, in-appreciate ko lang yung nangyari, and I'm not, parang hindi ako nagsisi na I get to experience the parang struggles ko in life, because doon ako nag-grow eh. Doon din kayo mag-grow if ever na ma-experience yun din yun.
Amazing, amazing. So, right now, meron kang coaching program, tama po ba?
Yes, meron akong coaching program right now na mini-mirror ko din sa sarili ko when I start the video editing, na ganun talaga yung maging progress ko on that certain moment, na even if you are a beginner, hindi ka techie, wala ka pang experience, wala ka pang portfolio at nahihirapan ka at you don't know how to start video editing, meron akong ginawang short form video editing course that is a for beginners talaga at newbie talaga. So, doon is a step by step na ginawa ko na para matulungan ka on your freelancing journey. So, if you are interested na mag-enroll, parang napapromote na ako eh.
For sure, plug it in.
Yeah. So yun nga, you can message my page. Ayun. So,
how many students do you currently have in your program?
Actually, makakita ko mag-500 eh.
Nice.
So, at least, na-start ko lang siya last...
Guys, almost 500 na sila in his community.
Ay, hindi. Yung community is almost 1,000.
Almost 1,000.
Yung enrollees ko sa course.
Yung paid program
yung paid program
almost
is
500.
almost 500.
Amazing.
Okay, so
meron pala siyang free, guys.
Meron akong
so if
free
you're somebody waiting for a budget while you are learning, join his free community.
Yeah.
Kasi you get a chance to learn from their I think you're sharing values din sa free
actually,
community.
because yun nga, yung pinaka-need kasi ng mga students right now, what's stopping them on doing it is the implementation part. Ngayon, doon papasok yung accountability.
Yes.
Okay, so doon tayo pumapasok yung fulfillment natin on the students. So yun nga, yung ginagawa ko is I get to give free values, nagbibigay ako ng live session na the group, nagbibigay ako ng mga accountability, nag-one-on-one ako, so that na masupplement ko yung mga needs nila on doing freelancing. Because unlike me on the last time na nag-start ako, wala talaga akong connections, wala talaga akong network na pwede kong pag-ask ng questions, kung ano yung kailangan kong tulong, wala talaga. So, napaka-importante guys na you ask help from other people.
Yes.
Kasi hindi tayo know-it-all eh. Hindi tayo maging, I just want to tell you guys na be a student always.
Yes.
Okay, so even if other people are, have the experience pa or magaling na sila, but don't compare yourself from other people, because your chapter 1 is different from your chapter, di ba?
Yes.
The chapter 50 is different from your chapter 1.
Tama.
So yun nga, parang yun lang yung gusto kong i-provide sa mga students ko right now is the fulfillment. Para din if ever na I get to see the results from them, maging happy na ako.
Yes.
Kasi yung parang, at least I prove to them na the program is effective.
Yes.
Okay. So yun siya. If ever na kayo, mga newbies pa kayo and you want to seek help, wag kayong mahiya na magtanong or mag-message sa mga tao na magagaling sa inyo. Which is yun talaga yung pinakamagandang attitude of a student,
Yes.
to ask. Okay, kailangan kasi na mag-gain kayo ng knowledge out from that people para you would know ano yung parang solution, kung anong solution sa current challenge nyo right now. So, I just want to let you know guys na the group is open for mga members na just want to gain knowledge, to develop their skills, and also to connect with other people, which is napaka-helpful talaga when you are starting your own business. So yun yung parang naging life story din sa part na yun. So I'm very grateful na you'd ask.
Amazing, Josh.
Ayun, so ikaw naman, Chris, gusto ko din malaman kasi for me, I know for a fact na ikaw din meron kang struggles on your business.
Yep.
Or how did you start your, so I just want to let them know kung ano yung naging journey mo on how you started your career.
Yeah, for sure. I'd be happy to share that to you guys. So, to be transparent with you, hindi naman talaga ako nag-start as a business owner talaga, no? So I was also studying like Josh. I was studying when I was starting out in business. And actually my first My first taste of entrepreneurship was during high school. During high school, I was in traditional business. I was selling socks, I was selling clothes, I was selling shoes, kahit ano-ano yung binibenta ko.
Kahit ano-ano.
Yes, during high school. And then I even remember, Josh, during high school, I was studying in LaSalle. I had a booth, socks booth inside LaSalle, inside our school. Yun yung time na lumalabas yung mga stands na socks.
Okay, wait lang. Bakit socks yung naisip mong ibenta?
Yeah, very good question. Yun yung time na lumabas yung mga stands na socks. So yung stands na socks, guys, if you know this, ito yung time na mga 2016, 2017, very hype siya. Binibili natin to sa malls. It's available at siguro mga 1,000 pesos per pair, 1,500 pesos per pair. So it's crazy for a price for a pair of socks, di ba? And then, when I was searching online, looking for, to order sana, magpabili sana ako ng stands, pero I came across with somebody who is a Korean guy. Nagbebenta siya sa parang marketplace doon sa Facebook ng bundle of socks. Look alike niya yung brand na yon na Stans, but hindi siya Stans. He was from Korea and then he had a Viber. So chinek ko siya, legit naman siya, legit check. To cut the long story short, nag-usap kami and then I ordered a bundle like 200 pairs of socks doon sa Korean. And I remember at the time, hindi na ako nagdalawang isip. Sabi ko, I'll try to sell this to my classmates. Kasi of course, I know a lot of my classmates, I know a lot of my batchmates are gonna love those kinds of pairs of socks.
Wait lang. On that part na nagbebenta ka ng socks, hindi mo ba naisip na, hindi ka ba nahiya, nagbenta ka ng socks on that certain point?
Yes, very good question. No, I had a lot of friends way back in high school pa lang. Barkadista talaga ako. And kahit ganun ako, yung lifestyle ko, I drink a lot, I hang out with my friends, I hang out with anybody. Pero parang nasa siya sa akin, like it's in my heart, it's in my blood, the entrepreneurship blood. I didn't even just understand that much yet. Pero that was my first type of entrepreneurship. I didn't care about all what I was thinking was parang I just want to sell this. I just want to try. Kasi nakita ko siya sa market. It was like a opportunity that came across my mind. Nakita ko siya sa market. Tapos, sabi ko, this is very similar. Why not? Since I'm getting these socks for, I think that was like 60 pesos per pair or 70 pesos per pair. Tapos, I sold it for 350 pesos per pair.
Ay, ang laki pa ng tubo mo.
Ang laki ng tubo. And then, when I put the booth, first day, when I put the booth inside our school, selling socks, I could never forget, I got, in a single day, 13,000 pesos sales with 9,000 net income as a high school student.
30,000 pesos?
13,
net
1-3.
At 31.
No, 13. 13,000 gross sales with a net income of 9,000 in the first day of selling socks.
Galing.
Yes. So, just imagine, if you're somebody, diba, if you're a high school student, tapos you're earning 9,000 in your bag in a day, that's a lot of money as a high school student, diba? So, yun yung first taste ko of entrepreneurship. And parang doon na siya pumapasok sa feeling. Ang galing pala pag ang sarap sa feeling pag nagustuhan
ng pera.
nagustuhan ng mga tao yung binibenta ko.
Of course.
So from that on, pinatuloy ko na siya. And of course, I want to be honest with you guys. Wala talaga akong naipon that time kasi first time ko mag-business and sobrang dami kong friends. I hang out a lot. So, naubos na rin siya.
Naubos din.
Kakainom, kakabar, ng ganung mga friends and bili-bili ng mga sariling clothes. Pero, I'm very thankful na meron ganung experience.
So, out from that situation, ano yung naging learning mo doon sa
Of course, very good question. Ano yung naging learning ko doon, Josh, is siguro when you start to make money, it's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep in your bag. Kasi at the end of the day, even if you make so much money, even if you make 1 million a day, kasi there are people that makes that much amount of money. But if you spend more than 1 million, lugi ka pa rin. To the point na you'd get into debt. So, my learning from that experience, I was very thankful because early ako na-expose sa ganung lifestyle. So that is why later down the line, I get to save money na in my next businesses. Now, fast forward, I want to share with you guys and of course sa iyo, Josh, na after doing that, syempre, hindi siya nagtagal, like to be honest with you, kasi I was just selling inside our school eh. So, if you're selling inside the school, limited yung market mo, yung market mo are
Pero
just...
allowed na magbenta?
Allowed naman, kasi nagre-rent ako eh. I really went to the office, like the management. So, nalilimit yung market mo, nasasaturate siya, di ba? So, parang lahat nabibentahan ko na. So, I got to close the business na And hindi naman siya lugi. Pero yung next ko is, sabi ko, if I was able to sell socks, ano ba yung next ko? So I tried searching on the internet. I came across on a Facebook group na nagbebenta sila ng ukay bundles. And may guy ako na na-meet sa Facebook, kakachat ko sa Messenger, sa Facebook and all. What he was selling was yung mga branded jackets na ukay bundles. So ukay pa rin siya, pero parang handpick siya. So sabi ko, if I could buy a single bundle and then flip it again on the internet, siguro marketplace or group pa rin, and maybe magkaka-sales ako. So to cut the long story short, I bought a bundle. So I think it's like 100 jackets, I think. Tapos, it costed me like mga 13,000 siguro. And then I did the math. If I could sell everything out at my parang selling point ko, I was expecting to gain 40,000. Pero, ang nangyari is lugi ako. I never even had I never even had my capital back. So, I flip it on the internet. Meron akong sales. And actually, shinare ko sa you guys dun sa YouTube ko if you try to check it out, yung story ko. I made some sales, some deliveries, pero lugi ako dun. So, right after that, Josh, so dun ko na-realize na parang ang hirap pala magtayo ng business. Kasi akala ko na pag mag-business ka, successful ka agad. Kasi yun yung point ng ibang tao. Yun yung idea nila. No? But in my experience, sobrang daming struggles pala. And after that, I went into traditional business again. Hindi pa pala. Network marketing.
Oh, wait lang. Paano mo hinandle yung time na yun na, di ba last time is nagbenta ka ng socks. So, naging profitable ka doon time na yun. Right now is naging lugi ka. How did you handle yourself na ganito pala yung reality on doing business?
Of course, hindi siya, to be transparent, no, it's not pleasurable sa feeling mo kasi lugi ka. However, you have to accept the fact. And dun ko na-appreciate na you have to humble yourself. Kasi if guys, let me tell you this. If you're doing something, I don't care if it's just business, if it's school, if it's sports, whatever you're doing, okay? This is not just about business. Life holistically. If you're just, if you're in a point in your life, you're in a phase in your life na parang sobrang dami mong success, kumbaga quick success, hindi ka nakapag-experience ng struggles, no? Lalaki yung ulo mo. However, if ma-expose ka sa reality and practicality ng buhay, you will learn how to humble yourself. So, thankful ako kay God, thankful ako sa parents ko na very supportive sila. Actually, sa kanila ako nag-ask ng capital kasi of course student naman ako. And pero guys, I wanna share this with you. I wanna put this in your mind. The baby, you would think na okay, meron namang parents, meron na support. Paano naman kami na walang capital? Look at Josh. We came from different backgrounds. You know his story. He just shared to you guys na at the time, he only had 10,000 pesos out from his hustles, but he found a way to get himself a laptop. And he found a way, to own that laptop from his own hustle. So, there is no excuse.
Yeah.
If you're born rich, if you're born poor, if you're born struggling, or if you're born from a golden spoon, it's all about maximizing your resources. Ganun talaga yung na-realize ko. Kasi yung mga tao, they think success is given eh. Like, I hate this when people tell me na I don't think I get rich, Chris, because parang hindi siya para sa akin. I was born poor from a poor family. And they think na getting rich is lucky. It's a luck. And actually, the more you work hard, guys, the more you get lucky. What I mean with that is parang, of course, if you don't work hard, if you don't work closely aligned to your goals, luck will never come to you. However, if you work aligned with your goals every single day consistently, luck will come to you. Kumbaga magkakaresulta ka kaagad. So yeah, that was just like a message from my tinanong mo ako ng learning. Anyway, getting back, so after that, I tried network marketing. Actually, in network marketing, I'm very thankful. I had a lot of experience, both good and bad, and dala-dala ko siya until right now. And in fact, sa network marketing ako natuto rin paano makapag-speak sa mga tao, ganito, ganyan. Kasi sa sales, grabe eh. And,
so, malaki talaga yung parang contribution ng network marketing sa sarili mo?
Yes.
Hindi siya poweran?
There is that environment talaga. Pero, what I've seen, I'm very thankful, I'm surrounded with the right people sa network marketing. Network marketing kasi is parang, nasira lang yung name niya here sa Philippines because of those people who are doing it unethically.
Yeah.
But the business model itself, it's not a scam. In fact, it's a very good business model for starters kasi doon sila matuto mag-sales, no? So, I'm not encouraging naman kung ano talaga yung business model mo, but that's for my experience. Na doon talaga ako natuto magsalita sa mga tao.
Totally.
And yeah, it pushed me a lot. Ang dami kong experience doon. And I actually earned my first 6 figures net income in network marketing.
Sa network marketing.
Yes. But to cut the long story short, hindi ko siya napatuloy kasi naubusan ako ng customers. I was selling traditionally
Oo.
So kumbaga, I was selling to my friends, to my family, and kahit online siya, pero limited yung market ko. Now, after that naman, year 2021, is nag-try ako mag-food business doon sa Cebu. So, actually, it's called Tuli Tasty. So, you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, syempre nalalaman mo to. And you can search it on the internet. It's still on the internet, but we're not promoting it anymore. We're selling crab pastes.
Yeah, crab paste.
And in fact, I was a college student that time. Third year college. Yeah, second year to third. Going third year pala until fourth year. And in fact, I was able to save money. Almost $500,000 in net talaga in my bank. And my girlfriend was helping me that time. I was in college. And imagine, if you have that kind of money when you're in college, it feels like you're owning the world.
Yeah.
Kasi
Sobrang laki din yun.
Sobrang laki as a student.
Yeah.
Okay, as a student. Kasi single ka and student ka. May may allowance ka from your parents, di ba? So, with that, we got 63 resellers nationwide. But to cut the long story short, hindi namin siya naipatuloy. It's because dumating sa point, sobrang daming demand, 63 resellers kami. Yung yung supplier namin, single manufacturer siya. So, di na niya masupply, Josh, yung demand ng aming customers. And at the time, hindi pa ganun ka built yung mindset ko when it comes to business. So, hindi ko siya hindi ko siya napaituloy. I had to call all my resellers. Sobrang sakit na. I had to stop the business. I had to pause yung term ko that time. Pero basically, na-stop siya.
Stop talaga siya.
So, yeah, yun yung nangyari with that. So, but I'm very thankful. It's because, di ba, meron akong experience na I don't know how to save my money. I don't know how to, invest my money. At that time, together with my girlfriend, we were able to save our money na. So, meron akong naitabi. And at that time, yun na yung starting point na I want to invest in myself. That's why I got mentors na.
So, ibig sabihin ba na sa lahat ng mga experience mo before, napaka-importante talaga na they would understand how to manage their finances?
Definitely. It's very important. Hindi lang siya guys hindi lang siya if you're starting a business or you're receiving an allowance from your parents or you're having a job, ano ba yung ginagawa mo ngayon to earn money. Yung finances is very important. It's very essential sa buhay mo. Kasi what you have right now is a reflection of what you do or who you are. So if ikaw na tao, yung lifestyle mo, gastos ka ng gastos, you just think of things that you want, no? You don't think of things that you need in the future, in the long run, you'll really get drowned in the ocean. So, if you're earning your income right now, even if it's just 10,000 a month, 20,000, 100,000, even $1 million a month, no? You need to know how to manage your finances well. Kasi, meron talagang times na you need money, like liquid money. For example, magkasakit ka, or your family needs support, diba? Or you need support for yourself. Money can help you out. And I want to tell you guys, like, this is the hard truth. This is hard truth. I want to tell you guys. A lot of people will tell you, money will not make you happy. And opinion ko to, guys, So, this is my opinion. It's true naman. It will not make you happy. But a lot of things that makes you happy requires money.
Yeah.
So, if you try to, analyze it, di ba? Kasi may nagsasabi sa akin na parang okay na ako sa ganitong buhay, simple lang, to ganyan. Pero pag na-hospital sila, they're very sad kasi wala silang pera, nangungutang sila. Okay ba yun? Di ba? Hindi naman. So, parang for me, I find it a coping mechanism for the poor people.
Kung ano yung situation nila right
ano
now.
yung situation nila right now na because they don't want to work hard, they don't want to find ways to make money. And right now, we're sitting on the internet with a lot of opportunities, di ba? You can literally make money from your phone right now, di ba? It's because hindi nila gusto mag-find a way to make money. Coping mechanism nila that they say money will not make you happy. So that they will not do the hard work.
So, gets ko ba na ayaw nilang mahirapan?
Yes, definitely.
Ayaw nila mapagod?
Definitely. So, if you're somebody, nag-approach ka sa akin, you just like, Kasi may mga tao na mag-upload sa akin sa Facebook, even mga friends
How
ko.
to get, parang,
Yeah, Chris, how do I make money the fastest way possible, blah, blah, blah. Diba? Or ano ba yung passive income? And then when I ask them, ano ba yung ginagawa mo? I'm just earning 15,000 a month for now. Tapos naghahanap na siya ng passive income. Guys, for you to get to passive income, you need to focus on active income first for you to get to passive income. Because passive income comes from investing. And investing comes from having money. So for example, if you have just, 5,000 or 10,000 in your bank right now, you can't expect to grow that into 1 million if you expect na you just invest tapos yayaman ka bukas. There's no way. Because investing is for the people who already have money. So if you're somebody still starting out, don't think about passive income. Think about how can you make money so that later down the line when I have money, I can make my money work for me through investing.
Yeah.
And I've got that from the people that I've been with na mga rich people na network. So I've learned from them, and of course, I always listen to those people who are already successful.
Of course.
I don't listen to people na parang they give me advice that they're not even doing. So yeah, that's it. Yun yung mga learnings ko
Actually,
along the way.
marami din naman nagme-message din sa akin about that. So, ako din naman, na they want to enroll in my program, dinidisqualify ko sila. Because I qualified din sa mga enrollees ko. So, one thing na ginagawa ko is to understand kung bakit ano yung gusto nila mangyari, ano yung goals nila. So, for them na at least if you're clear sa akin kung ano yung parang DPSY nila or yung intention nila on enrolling kasi it is parang part ko din na to fulfill the what kailangan nila
Yes.
So, maging problematic dun sa part na yun if ever na hindi pala sila qualified, gusto nila agad na get rich quick, mga ganun, mga scenario. So, yun nga, understand lang na they have to work hard for it to get it na maging
Walang shortcut. Walang shortcut, di ba,
Oo,
Josh?
oo. Tsaka also, napaka-fulfilling din sa part na yun if ever you get to achieve something na out from that hardship na na-experience mo. So, napaka-fulfilling nun.
Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
so after that, ano nangyari dun sa...
Yeah, for sure. Sa SMMA.
Oh, yeah. So right now, after that, nag-SMMA ka na currently.
After pala dun sa I think what I've shared is dun sa network marketing, no. After that, nag-try ako, 'di ba? After that, guys, food business, 'di ba? We were into food business. After doing food business, yung Truly Tasty, na-stop ko siya. Year 2022, this was the year na sobrang daming lumalabas dun sa internet. Nakikita ko siya sa Facebook, sa Instagram, Google. Sobrang naglalabasan ng mga VA, virtual assistant. And I saw people making 60,000 pesos, 80,000 pesos, 100,000 or even more a month as a VA. To cut the long story short, sabi ko sa self ko, and told my girlfriend, why not? I would apply for VA. I'll try. And imagine, I was 4th year college at that time. And you may not understand, a lot of people may not understand. Even I had relatives that they did not understand. Kasi sabi nila, parang, you don't need to work. Kasi yung parents mo, parang they provide everything for you. Kasi yung plan nila, they want me to go to medicine. Which I totally respect. My parents want me to, our parents want the best for us, di ba? So yeah, that's really the situation. But for me, when I had the first taste of entrepreneurship, dun ko na parang I wanted to continue it. So I told my girlfriend, start ako ng VA. At least magkaka-income ako while I'm studying. Mo. Yeah. So I told her, sabi niya, sige, let's do it. Let's try. So nag-apply. Sobrang dami kong in-applyan, siguro almost 100 applications. I landed into an agency here in the Philippines as a VA. And then when I found out, not really 100, but that was like an illustration for me na ganun kadami. Almost 100 applications siguro. I landed into an agency here in the Philippines. I found out they got clients abroad, they closed deals, and then they drop serviced the task to us. Okay, so, kumbaga, they close clients abroad and then nag-hiring sila dito.
So, yung idea niyo, yung situation niyo is parang outsourcing ba?
Yeah.
Yung paka-gets ko doon.
Yep. Outsourcing, drop servicing, leveraging.
Leveraging people.
Definitely. So, yun yung ginawa nila. And then, I saw the job offer dito na. In October 2022 to, hindi ko makalimutan talaga. What they're getting from the client is 55,000 per month per agent. And then they're paying us 20,000 per month per agent.
So, malaki din pala yung nakukuha nila.
Definitely, because we were like 80 to 100 agents. And then, if you do the math, they're pocketing 35,000 pesos per month per agent. And then, when I saw that, I saw it as an opportunity. For other people, they're satisfied na.
So, they're satisfied na.
Actually, meron akong mga, I made some friends there, of course, no, kasi meron akong katrabaho as a VA that time, year 2022. And then, parang, they're still with that company until today because they're happy with the 20,000, 25,000 already, kahit meron na silang family, which is totally fine naman if okay ka lang sa ganun. But for me, having a taste of entrepreneurship, iba na talaga yung perspective mong makikita. When I saw that as an opportunity. Sabi ko sa girlfriend ko, uy, love, tingnan mo yung ginawa nila, tingnan yung model nila, business model. We could actually duplicate this. So, ang ginawa ko, I gathered relevant questions, very smart. And luckily, yung team leader namin dun is part siya sa pag-build talaga ng company, na agency. Hindi ko lang i-name drop yung agency.
So, nag-gather ka na information.
Yeah. But actually, that agency is very sikat now. I believe na parang marami, compared before, right now, they're very big na. And then, the other employees, they're also part of the agency when they're still starting out. So, I gathered information from them, from my team leaders. I asked questions like how they built the community, I mean the agency, how they built, how they hired people, saan ba sila naghanap ng clients. The foundation. And doon ko na-realize, hindi naman pala siya easy. Parang titingnan mo siya, it seems easy, pero hindi siya easy yung business model itself. Now, pag nakita ko doon, sabi ko, okay, why not? I would try to do this on my own. So, I stayed there for 3 months. On that very day, like October 2022, on that very day when I knew that business model, I decided, okay, I'll stay here for 3 months, not for the money, not for the 20,000 a month, but for the learnings as much as I can.
Galing.
So I would gather so much information, the operations, their hiring, their, the way they drop service, everything. And then after that, I would get out. I would try to build my own agency. So 3 months after, there's January for learning phase. February, I launched my first agency. But before that pala, hindi ko na-share, no, I invested into mentorships. While nung patapos na ako dun sa parang getting out, dun sa sa current agency na pinagtatrabahuan ko, sabi ko, I want to invest into mentors. And if you want to know who my mentors are, meron akong sinishare dun sa mga trainings ko, and of course dun sa YouTube ko. I'm very open for that because I'm proud of my mentors. Okay, so
bakit mo naman naisip na mag-invest sa mga tao?
Yeah, very good question pala, no. Thank you for that, Josh. Kasi at that time, sabi ko, 'di ba, ang dami ko na na-try. Like mga traditional businesses, like and yung iba-ibang mga businesses din. Pareha sila nag-fail. So sabi ko, this time, kasi meron akong naipon from yung Qlitasty na business ko, at the same time yung ngayon na nung that time na nag-VA ako, why not invest this money into getting mentors para I would learn my knowledge. Kasi, I would grow my knowledge. Kasi at that time, meron akong nabasa. I could never forget. The more you learn, the more you earn. So baka ito yung kulang sa akin na parang learning siguro when it comes to business. Kasi iba kasi yung meron ka talagang mentor na mag-guide sa'yo. And palagi ko siyang nakikita sa mga tao na naging successful. When I listen to them, meron daw silang mga mentors din. Sabi nila, they have a mentor. That's why they were able to fast-track their progress. So I wanted to experience that. And to cut the long story short, I invested into mentors. I got my first mentor, my second mentor, my third mentor. And very proud of that. I'm very happy for myself. I invested a lot of money because when I launched my first agency during February 2023, hindi ako nahirapan. Because I had mentors guiding me, holding me by the hand. Kumbaga, giving me the exact blueprint. So, it's not a guarantee pa rin na it's 0% risky. It's still risky. But it's a calculated risk because meron ka ng blueprint, you know what to do.
So, do you suggest pala na people would also invest on people or people would invest sa mga mentors?
Yeah, of course. Very good question. So, thank you for that, Josh. Para sa mga audience na you're watching this video right now and you're planning to start a business, you're planning to start a career, you're planning to be an athlete. Kung ano ba yung gusto mong gawin, you're planning to pursue arts, no? I really suggest you find a mentor. And that mentor that you're gonna be finding is somebody who is already successful in that field. Kasi you cannot learn from people who don't have experience in that field. I'm gonna give you an example. If I want to learn piano, okay, I don't want to learn from somebody who doesn't even know how to do piano. Of course, I'm gonna get a piano teacher that actually knows how to play piano. So if you're somebody just trying to do things on your own, you're still gonna get there someday, but you might get some roadblocks, you might get confused what to do next, which means mas matatagalan yung progress mo. So my first advice talaga, if you're starting a business, you're starting a career, whatever you want to do, is desire to get your mentor. And you need to choose who your mentor is kasi siya yung kumbaga, partner mo along the way on your journey. So that's very important.
I just want to shout out din sa mga mentors natin, di ba?
Yeah, of course.
Kasi sila din yung malaking din yung bagay or na-impart nila sa atin because lahat ng mga experiences na daanan nila, lahat ng knowledge na in-instill nila sa atin is na shortcut nila yung learning process natin on that journey.
Definitely.
So napaka-helpful talaga na you would invest on mentor because binibigay nila yung mga shortcut on life. Okay, so shout out pala sa mga mentors ko dyan. And I'm so happy na na-meet ko kayo and I'm so grateful to have you in my circle. So,
thank you very much, and you guys know kung sino kayo. And actually, we're very proud to say this because ito yung bunga.
Oh, yeah.
Ito yung bunga ng growth. Kasi our mentors, you guys know kung who we are when we were starting out. Wala kaming ganitong confidence.
Oo, totoo.
Wala tayong ganitong confidence before, but right now, parang we also want to inspire you guys. Hindi naman to siya TV show lang. This is more of like a practical experience we want to share with you. Yeah. So that's it. February 2023, because I had mentors, I launched my first agency. And to cut the long story short, Josh, I landed my first client during the first month of building my own agency. And I could never forget. My first client was an $800 client. And I know that may not be a lot of money, but if you're starting in business, that's a huge win. $800. That's like 45,000 in pesos that time. So, you know what, guys? While I was studying in college, meron kasi akong pride sa self ko. Because my parents wanted to let me proceed to medicine school, which I totally respect. They want the best for me. Yung sa akin lang kasi, if I wanted to pursue business, so sabi ko, if I wanted to pursue business, I respect my parents, dapat I get to prove them that after graduate college, meron ako sariling money, I get to be independent.
Yeah.
And of course, because I did the hard work, I had that ego within myself. I was egotistical when I was starting my business. Kumbaga, I was setting my standards high. I was able to get that even before graduating. And after graduating, I was able to convince my parents not to proceed to medicine school and focus on doing business. Kasi na-prove ko na sa kanila na I can be independent. So that is why, after that, pinatuloy ko na siya, yung SMMA or Social Media Marketing Agency. So after 10 months, I was able to move out from my parents' house. I got my own place. And then that's why right now I also teach other people on how they can start their own social media marketing agency this 2024. Yep.
Ayun, so basically, sa understanding ko sa life mo is that parang you have the resources na meron ka right now. It's just that na hindi ka naging dependent on them.
Yeah.
But you still manage to get it on your own talaga. So yun yung pinakamagandang lesson na naging na-learn natin sa kanya, guys. Si Chris na hindi talaga siya nag-dependent on what na meron siya right now, but naging successful siya out from his hardships.
Yes.
Okay. So yun. So how about na ano yung pinopromote mo ngayon na coaching? Ano yung, tell us about it sa
for
sa
sure.
mga audience natin.
For sure, of course. So to give you clarity, guys, me, myself, I run my own social media marketing agency. So what I do is I partner with businesses, helping them transition to online and promote and sell their products through online marketing. So that includes all that you see on the Facebook Reels, the TikTok videos, the YouTube Shorts, everything and stuff. So if yung mga businesses, meron silang products, mga services, we help them handle all of their promotions and advertisements online. So that's what I currently do in my business. Now, right now, I also have my own coaching program. This coaching program, This is not just a course, okay? There are a lot of courses on the internet you can find today, but the course is like a supplementary siya to guide you along the way. What I do is a coaching program that will really guide you along the way. So we're gonna be having live calls. That's why with my students, very laser focused ako on each and everybody who is in my community right now. And because of that, hindi na siya shocking, it's not surprising that we're getting crazy results. Imagine during our first month, hindi ba kami, when we first launched our coaching program, January 2nd week first 2 weeks, we got crazy results na. We had students na video editor siya, used to be 3 years, working 9 to 5 overnight shifts for another company. Meron kaming complete beginner. They were able to get $1,000 client during their first 2 weeks. And of course, this is not a magic pill. I'm gonna clarify this to you. Those students who got crazy results inside our community, they implemented the strategy that I teach them. This is not like a magic pill na parang pag pumasok ka sa isang community,
Plug and play lang.
plug and play na, ano na siya, you get the success na right away overnight, no? So, that's why ako mismo, I teach them step by step talaga. Very hands-on ako kasi I want them to experience the life I've experienced. And mahirap kasi if tied ka sa job mo, mahirap kasi if you are just, relying on one source of income, later down the line, there's no security. You don't know what happens next. So that's why it's very important to build your own business, to build your own team, to build systems that are duplicable to other people, that the business will run even without you. You can make money even during this content creation right now. Diba? We can literally make money from those people who are working on our business. So that's something that I really put in the minds of my students. And guys, let me tell you this, no? Very, very important pala, Josh. Very important point that I also learned from one of my mentors. You can make money online, but that doesn't mean that you have a business. Okay? Working in the business and working on the business are two different things. So if you're working in the business does not run without you. If you are working on the business, you have people and systems in place that you can just supervise and manage the team, and it runs even without you. So you need to know what is your goal. So if you are starting out, I guess this is very clear. We have shared it already earlier, diba? If you're starting out, it's normal. You need to work in your business. You cannot expect, if you're starting out, nag-work on your business ka na. No, this is not for you. Okay? If you're starting out, work so much in your business until your side hustle makes more than your main hustle. And that's when you can quit your job, you can build systems in place, and then you can work on your business, hire people, then to duplicate the systems that you've built so it runs even without you. So that's my tip, that's my advice according to my experience. I don't want to give any advice to you na hindi siya experience ko. So yeah, that's it for my experience, Josh.
Totoo naman kasi basically when I started also my business, sobrang hirap talaga siya, lalo na wala talaga mga resources. But also, na kailangan lang talaga na magaling ka talaga maghanap talaga ng ways para makapag, start your own business. Ganun lang naman talaga siya. But so far, sa mga na-experience ko din, sobrang hirap na talaga, guys. I just want to set your expectation kasi yung iba kasi gusto nila agad na mabilisan. Yung parang ganun. So, parang hindi ko naman siya parang sinasabi agad na, yes, sobrang bilis lang talaga ang business, ganun, mag-create ng systems and all. But hindi nila nakikita yung back-end natin kung paano natin siya sineset up. And, I just want to let you know guys na minsan wala lang akong time na for myself because nakafocus lang talaga ako sa business, ganun kung paano siya gawin and maset up talaga yung system in place na parang ganun na kahit wala lang akong hindi na ako naging part doon is nag-run pa rin siya. But it's a nice thing to do na gawin mo talaga siya para din maging systematic na siya para even if wala ka dun sa business, nag-run pa rin siya.
Definitely.
Pero totoo naman talaga na mahirap talaga siya. Totoo, kasi I experienced so many struggles during that business kasi minsan nag-take siya ng so much time for me kasi I just want to let you guys na editing takes so much time. Hindi siya ganun talaga kadali. But if ever na you get to edit so many videos and repetitive mo na siya gawin, mas maging madali na siya for you na i-edit yung mga contents na gano'n. And also have a framework on creating your contents because one of the problems right now kasi ng mga content creators is they don't know how to create contents.
Yeah.
Script writing and all. But if they have a framework, kung ano yung magiging i-set up nila yung mga contents nila and plan it out for an entire week or entire month, magiging less hassle na for you
Yes.
to create contents. So, yun lang. Parang, yun lang yung part namin as a video editor din on how we be able to help
Yes.
these businesses sa mga contents nila. So, right now, ito yung mga contents na ginagawa natin.
Yep.
Super beneficial siya
Yep.
sa mga businesses right now kasi most likely ngayon yung mga tao is nagko-consume talaga ng mga contents.
Yep.
And these contents are basically would benefit their business.
Yes.
Lalo na ngayon is yung mga tao is nagko-consume ng mga videos, ng mga reels, ng mga TikTok, ng mga ganong contents na most likely naging open sila sa sarili nila and sa business nila na ito yung business ko and if you want to know more about it, nag-create talaga sila ng videos. So napaka-powerful talaga ngayon ng social media because they get to show their business right na yung mga
course.
sa online. Meron na silang platform. Unlike talaga
Yes.
noon kasi wala
Traditional
talaga.
way.
Traditional way. Like what you said, di ba, na yung ginawa mo right now is before is nabebenta ka ng socks, nabebenta ka ng
Traditional.
pay. So nag-ano ka talaga like physical products talaga siya.
Physical products plus physical
products.
store.
Yeah. So, siniship mo siya, ganun.
Oo.
So, right now, parang less hassle na for you kasi
Definitely.
parang online lang siya. Pwede mo siya gawin. Kung pumunta ka sa cafe,
Oo.
mag-travel ka, kung saan mo gusto gawin, nag-run pa rin yung business mo.
Yes.
So, napaka-powerful talaga ng social media right now na how you get to promote your business.
For sure. So, a very good point, no, Josh, what you made there. I really like what you said, na very powerful yung social media. I would like to add to that, guys. Right now kasi, everything is already on social media. Even you right now, you're watching this video. You have an access to the internet. You have a phone. You may be on your tablet. You may be on your laptop, right? So, now, second thing, if you are trying to order products, you are also on your phone, trying to order something. Now, I'm gonna ask you this question, guys. If you are stuck on traffic, and then you might be riding a taxi, you might be, in your private car, whatever you're riding, you're stuck in traffic, do you still look at the big billboards you see on the road, or are you already on your phone on social media?
Yeah.
Diba? Most of us, we're already on the phone. Walang age limit, even kahit yung bata or kahit yung mga matatanda. So merong sinasabi na, I could never forget, one of my mentors said, where the attention is, there the market is. And where the market is, there the money is. So kung yung mga tao nasa social media na, that means yung market natin nasa social media na rin.
Tama.
That is why most businesses today, if they really want to dominate the market, they want to transition online to promote and sell their products. Right? Now, as a business owner, they don't, parang hindi ito nila expertise, yung social media marketing, the video editing, the
Yeah.
graphic design. That's why they prefer to partner with us
That's why
as
we come
agencies.
in.
That's where we come in to help these businesses promote and sell their products. That is our offer to them. Okay? So, guys, if you're overthinking, if you're overcomplicating stuffs, actually it's very simple. If you just, if you see the business model itself and how it works, and of course, I believe, guys, that you've experienced this. If you're scrolling through TikTok, you're scrolling through Instagram, makikita mo yan. Lahat ng, I mean, like, there are a lot of businesses trying to, promote and sell their products online. So that's what we do. That's what that's where we help them. And of course, that's why we're doing this talk. You know why, guys?
Yeah.
It's because we compensate one another. Si Josh, yung community niya, they focus on the video editing stuff. They focus on creating the details when it comes to catching the attention, creating those details na makapag-attract dun sa customers ng mga businesses. And kami naman, as social media marketers, is that we hire these people, we hire a team so that we can do the content strategy for businesses. So we cannot run without video editors. We cannot run without graphic designers. So that's why we compensate one another. So that's why when it comes to social media marketing, it's very self-explanatory. Diba? Marketing, social media marketing and selling your products online. So actually what we do, both of us, it belongs to digital marketing. And one more thing, I want to share this with you. This is very interesting kasi I found this on the internet recently lang. today it's April, di ba? I found this on the internet March 2024. And I found an article from Forbes. And I believe you know Forbes, di ba? On their official website, they published an article that says, digital marketing services will be worth $1.5 trillion predictably this year, 2030. Guys, imagine, 2030 digital marketing services will be worth $1.5 trillion. Where are we today? We are in 2024. You have 6 years to hop on the trend. You have 6 years to build yourself up in the industry. You know it's a great opportunity. It's a growing market. Now is the best time to take action, not tomorrow. So if you're sitting on the internet right now, just scrolling on social media, wala kang ginagawa, you're just watching and consuming content from other unnecessary content, di ba? Parang, you need to rethink. You need to take action now because just imagine, out of that number, $1.5 trillion, just imagine if you could serve 0.00001%, unlimited 0.1% of those businesses, it would literally change your life. Right? You don't need the 1%. You don't need 50% of it. You just need to partake out from that big number.
Yeah.
We are in the Philippines. I don't care if nasa third world country ka. I don't care if nasa US ka. I don't care where you are. You're watching this video. You have an access to the internet. If you're not making money online, you need to rethink. That is a hard truth. I'm a type of person that doesn't give you comfortable motivation.
Yeah.
And that's also how I motivate my students. And alam naman ni Josh, we have a very good relationship, no? We share things in the business. I'm learning so much from this guy. He's also learning from me, and we're glad for that. And I'm a type of person na parang direct talaga. I don't want to parang give you comfortable things na it would cause you to be okay with your current situation. Guys, you need to panic now. If you don't have money and you have the internet, you need to take action when I say panic. Okay? Yeah, so that's my message for you guys.
Okay, so right now, let's say marami na ngayon nanonood ng mga business owners and gusto talaga mag-business. So, since nandito naman tayo sa space na we're in digital marketing. So,
Yeah, for sure.
I think na ito naman talaga yung mga target market natin, yung mga business owners. How would it be helpful for them na they would leverage the things na what we do
Yeah,
sa business nila? Paano natin sila matutulungan on their business na pwede tayo mag-partake or mag-give ng service sa kanila?
Yeah, for sure. So, very good question from Josh. No? So, for you guys who are business owners, thank you very much for watching our video. Thank you very much for learning from us. So, if you're somebody who owns a business and you are planning to start the online marketing, you're planning to post content, videos, promotions of your products and services online to upscale and, upgrade your brand, okay, never hesitate to contact us. We're very happy to give you a free discovery call on how it works. And of course, we qualify with the people we want to work with. And we also have prerequisites. We have some requirements if you're ready. Kasi of course, we want to make sure we are fit to work together.
Yeah.
So if we see that you already have a good sales process, okay naman yung sales nyo sa business, okay naman yung service delivery ninyo, you take good care of your clients as well, then definitely we are gonna be a good fit together because we believe in our expertise. We can definitely help you out when it comes to online marketing.
Yeah,
okay?
definitely.
Because we have helped a lot of businesses, me myself, no? We have helped a lot of businesses grow and sell their products online talaga. It may be a coaching program, parang sila digital products, course creators, real estate brokers. We've also partnered with food businesses, and we've also partnered with gym clients. So that's it. We promote and sell their services online. Yep.
Also, I just wanted to add na if you're a business owner at mga business owners kasi right now is yung mga problems nila is nahihirapan sila or nahihiya sila mag-create ng content.
Yeah.
So basically,
Good
nahihiya
point,
sila.
good point.
So what we do, ako, from my experience, kung ipapakita ko sa inyo yung pinaka-unang first video ko, yung pinaka-first video ko is napaka-pakit talaga. Parang so, kung titingnan mo siya from that, na right now, i-compare mo siya right now, sobrang layo talaga ng difference. But, what I did is, I just started creating content.
Yes.
Why? Because yung mga tao ngayon is nagko-consume sila ng contents at nagre-resonate sila sa mga pinapakita natin.
Yes.
Because right now kasi, aside from yung business na, yung products na pinapakita or pinopromote ng mga business owners right now is because may mga tao din also na bumibili because of that person
Yes.
o yung business owner. Kasi may times na nagbibigay na ng parang naging open book na yung mga business owners right now sa life nila. So parang naging ang ending parang super parang nag-resonate sa kanila na ito yung nangyari sa kanya sa life niya. Tapos right now nagkaroon siya ng business. At least people would know na ito yung naging struggles mo right now. Tapos ito yung naging business mo. At naging successful ka on that. So napaka-importante guys na also na ipakita ninyo kung ano yung magiging benefit ng product niyo on your mga customers right now. So if gusto mo mag-start ng creating contents, we are also here to help you because our goal din naman is to not just edit your videos and also create your contents para din na marami kasing right now mga video editors na kumakalat din. Marami na ngayon nag-learn ng video editing since it is an in-demand skill.
Yep.
So, ang ginagawa natin, why we, para i-separate namin yung sarili namin from the red market, the red ocean, gumagawa kami ng sarili namin blue ocean. So, yung ginagawa namin is, we help them create contents, we help them strategize their contents para hindi din masayang din yung ginagawa nilang videos.
Definitely.
So, definitely guys na you would create your contents right now because napaka-powerful. Kasi, meron kaming na-interview din ng mga business owners na hindi sila focus on the social media marketing. Because right now kasi guys, I would recommend you na ang labanan kasi ngayon is 50% marketing. Okay? Kasi right now kasi mas pinaprioritize nila yung inventory o yung mga products nila.
Yes, good point.
So,
good point.
how would they be able to how would they be able to sell their products if they don't know how to market their products?
Completely.
So, ang ending, yung mga business owners na yon is that nalulugi sila.
Yes.
Kasi sobrang dami nilang inventory, hindi nila nabebenta sa market. So, napaka-powerful guys na you would invest on people na knows how to market your product and how to create the contents from that product so that people would resonate and people would parang they would buy your product na hindi sila na it is a need for them. So napaka importante that you would get people who are good at these things and I just want to promote na ito yung parang naging expertise din natin on this field.
Yes. Yes, I would like to add to that, Josh. Very good point when you said marketing and inventory, the comparison of both. And I want to share with you guys a very practical experience of mine. I have a friend in Cebu City. Nagtayo siya ng kanyang coffee shop. And yung friend ko, he was very excited when it comes to the business plan. And of course, with all the, looking forward about the things to come sa kanyang business. And meron siyang nagawa na parang operations in plan, meron siyang nakita ng mga tao to help him design the architecture, the interior design and everything and stuff. And even even all the fancy na mga, what do you call this? Na mga baso, fancy na mga plates in his cafe. He was very excited with everything. However, pagdating ng panahon when he opened the business, opening time, it was very good. Maraming tao during the opening time. Sooner and later, mga siguro after 2 months time, early pa yan from opening the business, he noticed nag-decrease yung customers and he was not getting the quota every single day for his coffee shop. So, nakita namin, I asked my friend, sabi ko, bro, kasi I call him bro how much did you allocate for your operations, your inventory, and also your marketing and stuff, and blah, blah, blah. So, to cut on the story short, we had a talk, sabi niya, he allocated daw 30% for the foundation and also he allocated 70% for the operations and the foundation of the business itself, and then 30% for the marketing.
30%?
Yes, 30% for the marketing. And when he said that, I wasn't shocked. Because what I've learned from business is that dapat magkabaliktad siya.
Yeah.
If you're starting a business, your budget should be only 30% when it comes to the inventories, the capital for the operations and stuff, and then 70% for marketing. Why? Even if you have, or even if you claim to have the best products in the industry, Pag walang tao na nakakakita ng product sa'yo, walang bibili niyan. So, that is why, if you have 100,000 in your bank right now, for example, let's just use 100,000 for simple calculation. You must spend 30,000 to capitalize your inventories, and then 70,000 or 70% for marketing, because marketing will bring so much people into your business. Marketing is the thing that attracts people to buy from your business.
Agree.
So that's why it's very important that if you're trying to start a business, always consider how can you put your budget into marketing, and how can you put your budget into the operations, and of course, who are these people that I will choose to work with me. Guys, I want to clarify, we're not making this video to tell you that we are only the right people.
Yeah.
If not from us, get other people who are experts who can do the marketing for you. Okay? We're not just promoting our own here. That's one thing that we have learned by helping businesses as well, because this is our expertise and what we know, right? So guys, if you're starting a business, I hope you're inspired for that. I hope you are also pumped up. I hope you're excited. At least meron kang knowledge ngayon, especially when it comes to our experience na din. And siguro Josh, that would be my word for today. And
Yeah.
I believe our viewers are also enjoying. What can you say to those people who are also watching right now?
Also, I just want to let those na mga aspiring din na mag-build ng sariling business, like also they wanted to be an editor or they want to create an agency, start lang.
Yeah,
okay? Just want to start because dun makita mo yung magiging progress mo on how you take the risk. Because on the sooner or later kasi is, if hindi mo ini-start, ma-stuck ka sa feeling na palagi kang nag-iisip.
Yeah.
Na, paano ko siya gawin? Or paano siya
Yeah,
gawin?
yeah.
They always ask, parang ganun. So, I suggest na if ever na meron kayong idea, put it into action.
Yes.
Kasi, minsan, yung mga students ko, nahihirapan sila on taking action.
Yeah.
That's why na, nagsasabi sila sa akin, bakit hindi pa sila nagkakaroon ng result? It's just that, wala akong data na nakita na you're making progress.
Yes.
So, doon ako parang nag-resonate din ako sa part na yun. Since ako din naman, na-experience ko din naman yung burnout, yung overwhelmed.
Yeah,
ako
when
sa mga,
you're starting out before.
Yeah. Kasi, yun nga, parang sobrang technical niya. Unlike talaga other things na pwede mong pasukan. Pero other business naman is mahirap eh. It's just that na yung learning curve ng mga students is different from other students as well.
Yes.
So, doon ako parang, tinitingnan ko on how these students will parang mag-work on their end, because it's not a parang sa akin nag-work, sa kanila din mag-work. It's just that na kailangan natin as a coach din na ina-understand natin on how these students would parang mag-implement
Yes.
ng sarili nilang paano nila i-strategize yung sarili nila, paano nila mag-work on the end. So, yun yung parang naging connection ko din sa kanila na that's why I created the program then, not to understand how these students would absorb kung ano yung sinasabi ko on the ano. Kasi, yun nga, meron akong student kagabi. Gusto niya agad mag-enroll. Sabi niya. So, tumawag siya. Nashock nga ako kasi tumawag siya. Tapos, yun nangyari. Hindi, tumawag lang siya. Tapos, in-accept ko din naman kasi wala lang pangalan. Parang baka, I don't know, just inquiring kasi marami din naman tumatawag sa akin. So, nasa 49 years old siya. So, gusto niyang mag-start ng video editing just because a single mother siya. Tsaka meron siyang special child na pinapalaki. So, nahirapan siya on her finances. So, gusto nilang na mag-enroll because gusto niyang kumita ng pera. So, right now, inisip ko, kung if this person na i-enroll ko sa program, hindi siya qualified. Di ba? Hindi siya qualified because hindi nga siya, wala siyang laptop, wala siyang mga gano'n na kailangan required sa pag-learn niya ng video editing. So, at the end, ako yung mahirapan on my end kasi hindi ko qualify yung student na yon. So, it just goes to show guys na hindi lahat po, hindi po lahat ng mga nag-i-inquire sa page namin or sa business namin na ina-accept ko po. Okay? So, hindi ko po kina-qualify ko din naman kasi mahirapan din naman kayo, mahirapan mo kayo in your end and also from us na tulungan kayo kasi hindi naman kasi para sa inyo to. Ganon siya. So, ano din ako, na-touch din ako sa situation niya. But still, nag-learn pa rin naman siya on her end. But hindi ko pina-avail ng package kasi it's not for them. Kasi yun nga, parang sinasabi natin na what I'm trying to say is that if we're marketing to everyone, we're marketing to no one. So yun yung parang naging ano ko sa product ko na hindi dahil gusto ko magkaroon ng pera is kukunin ko na lahat ng tao na gusto mag-enroll sa program ko. No, it's just that na if ever na if it to sa iyo and need mo to and beneficial to para sa iyo, I would recommend to enroll with our program. But if hindi ito para sa inyo, I would not recommend kasi masasayang din naman yung pera nyo. So yun yung parang understanding ko dun on my end na if ever na meron kayong mga gustong mag-start ng business, you need to understand your market. So tell them about naman, Chris, kung paano mo qualify din naman yung mga students mo. So ibig sabihin ba na kung let's say kung gusto ko mag-scale ng business, gusto ko mag-apply lang sa iyo or mag-message lang ako sa iyo?
Yeah, of course. Very good question. I do this both to my clients in my agency and as well to my students. No. First of all, I want to share how I qualify my clients in my agency or my prospects for them to become my clients. So I usually hop on a discovery call with them. I check on their business, I assess, and I evaluate what their needs are, their problems are, their challenges, and of course what their goals are. So if we think that we can meet all of those things that they currently need in their business, definitely we are fit to work together.
Yeah.
So those include na parang mga siguro what are your materials right now? What are your sales process? How do you currently for example market and sell your products if they're a restaurant business, if they're a food business? I ask it out so that I will know if they're already running ads, if they're already running content and stuff. So if that's it, they understand. Yung point lang naman if it doesn't matter if already running ads or content or not. Yung point ko is, if they understand social media marketing and they believe that it could help their business, that would be a great fit. Same with my students. Even if they have the money, I tell them na hop on a call with me or my team. Kasi right now, I also have a team that will qualify the people. I can't do everything all at once. So, para we could help you out on what you really need. So, if you're somebody who also believes that it could help you out, it could get you results as long as you implement, because we know our system is already in place, the strategy is already in place, we know it works. So you also need to know, just like what Josh said, that if it fits you, you have a good internet connection, you have a good Wi-Fi or laptop, di ba? And actually, wala naman siyang much qualifications when it comes to lang talaga on how bad do you want it to happen yourself, and you really want to build your own social media marketing agency, because it has been my mantra and my principle to myself na I'm gonna build a business that I can work on for many years to come. I wanna build a business that I can be proud of, a business that can actually provides value to this world. So if you are somebody who has the same principles with me sa tatlong sinabi ko, then definitely you're fit to work with me. So I don't want to work with people who want overnight success.
Yeah.
They don't want to help other people because they're selfish. You better get a lottery ticket. So yeah, I think that's
So ayun,
for me.
meron pa tayong gustong i-share. Like you right now, anong age mo right now?
Oh yeah, I'm at 24 years old.
24 years old. So, do you think na parang isang gap or isang barrier yun sa mga gustong mag-business? Kasi right now, yung mga parang nahirapan yung mga katulad natin na nasa 20s na parang pressured sila right now kasi on social media, like dapat talaga on that age na magkaroon sila ng success in life, parang gusto nila ma-speed up yung life nila na magkaroon sila ng 6 digits income, mga ganon. Ano yung masasabi mo doon?
Very good question.
Gusto mag-business.
Very good question. When it comes to the age naman, if you're starting a business, there's no age limit. I even have a student that is 16 years old who started his own agency. I also have a student that is 29 years old, started her own agency. So my point here is, guys, it doesn't matter what age you are in. What matters the most if yung capability mo, dun siya nag-rely kung ano ba yung, how do I say this? This is a tricky question for me, but I want to make sure that you guys understand my standpoint, no, when it comes to like the age bracket. Kasi merong mga 30s, merong mga ganito na lang, merong mga 30s, merong mga 40s. They're still willing to learn. Pero merong mga 50s, merong mga 40s, merong mga 20s even, they want the result, but they're not willing to learn.
Yeah.
Kasi I've seen people even at their 40s, and in fact, tayong dalawa, Josh, we've been to the Grand Success Conference here in Metro Manila, right? Last Sunday. We've met a lot of people, 40 years old, 50 years old, into online marketing, very successful, earned their millions online. So it proves the point that it doesn't matter if you're 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, as long as you have the guts to learn. Kasi all of us will always start as a complete beginner. Kahit anong gagawin mo, you'll always start from level 1. It's like a video game.
Yeah.
If you're playing a video game, di ba, you'd always start at level 1 and you work so hard, you'd play so hard until you get to level 10 and until you get to level 100. So, yun lang naman yung qualification. If that's you na parang you have the same principles with me nung sinabi ko kanina, then definitely you're a good fit to build your own business. But if you're somebody na parang okay ka na sa simpleng buhay, okay ka na sa parang you just do what you are told to do, okay? Just stay in that environment. You better not start a business because you would not function in this environment. Ako kasi, I would not function best in an environment na I just do what I'm told to do. So, I'm a type of leader din na person. Yeah, that's it for me.
So, ayun, yun nga parang add ko lang din sa part niyo. Kasi, yun nga, ako, I started doing business mga 23 o 22 years old na. So, yun nga, marami tayong nakikita sa TikTok na mga contest na parang peer pressure yung mga 20s because of marami na din na-meet yung mga millions sila for just 18 years old.
Yeah.
Ganun pa. So, parang
Galing, no?
na-feel nila. Oo nga, parang pero, even if na wala ka pa doon sa stage na yon, still na kailangan mong i-start lang na i-build yung sarili mong business.
Yes.
Yun. Kasi most likely kasi yung nangyari din sa akin is that hindi kami exposed nung time na yun kasi wala pa talaga ganun ka parang build na yung internet na yun eh. Yung technology ngayon. So, nung time na yun is hindi kami exposed sa mga ganun ba kasi wala pa kaming cellphone, wala pa kaming resources. So, technically, parang yung mindset namin is parang get to work talaga.
Yeah.
Kasi wala kaming capital din to start a business. Unlike ngayon na pwede ka talaga, like what you said, na kaya mong gumawa ng business kahit nasa may phone ka lang o gano'n, nasa online ka. So, parang kailangan din maintindihan ng mga tao right now na huwag kayong ma-pressure kasi 'di ba sabi natin na this is not a marathon.
Yeah.
It's a journey, 'di ba? So parang isipin lang natin na you have your own space, you have your own pacing yan eh. So dapat maintindihan mo kung paano ka mag-work on that certain situation mo right now because lahat naman tayo is gusto naman natin pumunta doon sa success na gusto natin. It's just that kung paano ka mag step forward doon sa ano yung first step na gagawin mo. So yun nga, para din i-share ko din sa inyo na before mahihain din naman ako, hindi naman ako ganito ka well-spoken. Of course, kailangan pa din i-improve and we're continuously learning naman eh. So definitely nung time na yon hindi pa talaga ako ganun ka-showy. Nahirapan ako on myself to showcase na ito yung how I present myself on the phone, how I record myself. Sobrang nahihiya talaga ako. Like, parang sobrang perfectionist ko din naman nung time na yon. Hanggang sa marami akong na-record mga videos, walang doon isa na na-upload. Kasi sobrang perfectionist ko doon kasi hindi naman ako ganun ka well-spoken. Tsaka, yun nga, baka kasi iniisip din ninyo na mga gusto din mag-start ng content creation kasi baka kasi mabash sila. Kasi right now, grabe na ka-vocal.
Yeah, it's so easy to be taken out of context just
kasi,
of social media.
Kasi right now, ako kasi parang na-feel natin na we're getting, parang na-feel natin na we are successful or parang na-feel natin na maganda yung ginawa natin if ever na we get to be praised by other people or we get validated from other people. So parang yun yung parang naging pressure yung mga tao doon when they get to start their own business or ano yung gusto nang i-venture out. May it be sports or may it be ano man na gusto lang i-start. Wag niyang isipin yung magiging parang bad thing on what's going to happen. It's okay lang na magkaroon ng mistakes but yun nga, at least na you get to start doing it. Kasi yung parang always na sinasabi ko na sa mga students ko, wag kayong mag-hold back na kung meron kayong gustong makuha, bigyan niyo lang, mag-effort lang kayo kasi on the later part magkakaroon din yan ng result.
Yes.
So yun yung parang one way ko na binibigyan ng instill or value yung mga students ko right now. So napaka-importante guys na you surround also yourself ng mga tamang tao to be with you, yung circle mo. Kasi yun yung parang mag-i-influence sa'yo on kung ano ka ngayon.
Yeah.
So basically, yung mga nangyari sa akin, yung mga naging interactions ko with other people, it's because sinurround ko siya kung ano yung gusto kong maging kung ano ko ngayon.
Maging sino ka
man. Oh yeah. so napaka-powerful talaga na you get to choose the right people na maging kasama mo. So yeah, yun yung parang advice ko din sa mga gustong mag-start ng business. So yun, may i-add ka ba?
For sure, yeah. Very great point when it comes to building your circle, no? If you want to be successful in life, whatever you're doing, not just in business, you really need to evaluate who you are with. Meron nga silang sinabi na, tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. No? And before, hindi ko naniniwala dyan. I didn't believe in that quote. Kasi I thought it was just a quote. Pero later on, na-realize ko siya. When I was with people who are not goal-oriented, ako rin nagiging hindi goal-oriented.
Yeah.
When I was with people na nanginginom din almost every single day, ako din always drink almost every single day. And right now, I'm with people who are into getting and chasing their goals and making it a reality. Ako rin nagiging ganun. So, if you are trying to accomplish something, tapos mali yung circle mo, try to do something, tapos you don't get the support that you need from your current circle, from your friends, you better rethink and try to find a way to avoid yourself from that environment.
Yeah.
Because it may delay you from your goal, or worse, it may cut you off from your goal. So that's why it's very important. Ako naman, when it comes to like my principle, if you want to hit a certain goal, doesn't mean you need to really cut off for me. If you have the chance to avoid, no. If you have the chance, and I believe it's already parang it's always a choice. And for me, I still have friends that drinks a lot, and I still talk to them. I still hang out with them. I think it's called balance. But I just know myself. I just know when to spend time with them and when not to spend time with them. If before I spend time with them every single day, siguro right now once every 3 months. I must say, kasi I'm here in Manila and my friends are away from here, diba? So yeah, that's it for my principles when it comes to getting your own circle. It's very important to having your right circle.
Add ko lang din.
For sure.
Sabi ko lang kanina na marami tayong different success or marami tayong definition ng success.
Yes.
For me guys, if ever na nagkaroon kayo ng certain point na you get from point A to point B na nung time na walang-wala talaga kayo, like last time ako din, na-experience ko na wala talaga, and then I have achieved something, which is something na small win pa lang siya, it's still a success for me.
Yes.
So parang binavalue lang natin kung ano yung naging journey natin on that certain time na nag-work hard tayo, na-experience natin yung mga struggles until such time na na-meet natin yung mga gusto nating mangyari o yung gusto nating ma-achieve. So at least na ganun at certain moment, successful tayo nung ginawa natin yung time yun. Kasi marami kasi yung nasasabi na success is parang dapat talaga ganito, may bahay ka na, may ganito. Maraming parang it's a set na expectation on your end. So maraming different meaning na yun. Pero it just goes to show na kahit small win, it's still a success for you.
Yes. Definitely.
So ano yung parang ma-add mo doon sa success? Anong definition mo ng success?
For me, success is doing the thing that you really love to do. Kasi tama yung sinabi mo, success is not defined by the material things that you have. It's not just defined by the things that you've achieved. Success comes from living a life to the fullest when you are truly happy with what you do. For some people, success is, being an athlete and being on top of the stage, being top one out of their competition. For some people, success is having a good coffee shop where people come to their place to have meetings and dine with their family and loved ones. For some people naman, success is being a teacher, teaching other people on the things na they need to learn. So definitely for me, you need to find your purpose in order for you to get your success. You can't get your success without finding your purpose. So that's why I believe, guys, this might sound cliche. You might find a lot of quotes about this on the internet, like find your purpose. And to tell you honestly, it's my experience before. I thought it was just a quote. Ganun talaga. But when I realized this is the reality of life, you need to know what you can add value to this world. And when you start to know, when you start to get the starting point of that is, you will start to find your purpose. And then when you go along the way, you're gonna learn the process, and then that's where you get your achievements, and that's where you start to feel success around you. So when you start doing that, your life becomes different, and of course your perspective becomes different. You become healthier, you become more positive, you become a better energy to the people around you. And that's very important to start within yourself. You cannot blame other people. Right now, if you're watching this video, you're broke, you don't have any money. You're watching this video, you don't know how to start a business. You're watching right now, you don't know what to do in your life. You're watching right now, you might be depressed, you might be sad, you might be brokenhearted from somebody, no? I want to tell you, I've been there from all those things I've mentioned. And one thing that saved me from those situations is that I took some time for myself. And then I really realized, I really thought to myself, what's something I really want to do in this life to make me fulfilled? And this is what I'm doing now, serving other people. And this is in the business industry. Because in the business, it's not just about money. That's why I'm doing business. It's because it's people to people business. It's a people to people relationship. Okay? So don't think you want to start a business, you want to start a career, you want to start anything that you want just because of money. The more you serve people, the more you add value to people, the more money will come to you. I'm going to give you an exact example. If you're doing business right now and you do so much value, you offer so much care to your customers, the more you care for your customers, normally your customers will love you and your business. And because they love you and your business, the more they come back to your products and services. The more they come back to your business, the more you make money, but because it's easier for you to take their money. So my point here is that in doing business, focus on how you can provide value to your customers, to your clients, because the more you care for them, the more they come back to you. And that's the best marketing strategy that I can give you for you to make a lot of money in your business. So yeah, that's it for me when it comes to success.
Grabe naman. Ang dami niya ng release, guys. Marami na siyang binigay na input on you, guys. So, napaka-powerful talaga na you get to absorb these learnings, yung mga experiences na binibigay natin because, di ba, sobrang mahirap na or hindi pwede mabili yung experiences na yun kasi napaka-valuable nun on our end. So, yun. Yung parang goal lang natin on this podcast to share with you guys yung mga experiences namin, kung paano kayo matututo, and also na you get to implement it on your business as well.
Josh, plug mo na rin yung accounts mo sa Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever accounts you have on social media. They might be inspired from our talk. They might want to follow you. Yeah.
I forgot eh. Wait lang. Yung Instagram ko is, that's at Plaza Joshua 22. My TikTok account is at ako si Josh. At yung ibang kong accounts, I will add it dito na lang sa screen para makita nyo. Kasi hindi ko pa siya eh.
Amazing.
Ngayon pa lang kasi tayo nag-podcast eh. Tapos ngayon tayo nag-promote.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah. Kasi
Okay.
ikaw naman.
Yeah, for sure, guys. First of all, I want to thank all of you for watching this video and for sticking until the end. And I hope you guys are learning. I hope you guys are excited after this video. I hope you got a ton of values in your bag. And of course, if you want to learn more about us and specifically me, and you want to ask questions, don't hesitate to add me on Facebook at Christew. At I am Christew, and you're also gonna find me on TikTok at I am Christew, and find me on Instagram at I am Christew, and also on YouTube at I am Christew. And if you follow me, guys, I guarantee you, I'll be posting consistent content on how you can make money online, even if you don't have much experience, even if you're a complete beginner. And of course, if you're somebody who's experienced naman, I'm gonna help you upskill your current services and your products. So that's it. Let's build a community together. And I'm very excited na makita tayo sa next episode.
Ayun. Thank you so much.